Hi all, and welcome to my undergraduate business internship. This semester, I was lucky enough to be employed by So Brave, Australia's young women's breast cancer charity. Alrighty, now I guess I better introduce who I am. So my name is Caitlin. I study a Bachelor of Business, majoring in Management and minoring in Accounting. My role at So Brave for this semester was the Events Manager. So who is So Brave? So Brave is a not-for-profit young women's breast cancer charity. They are a fusion of art, cancer research, empowerment, fundraising, body positivity, and education. Breast cancer is something that I'm passionate about as it is something that runs in my family. In fact, my grandmother was actually a victim to breast cancer. Therefore, at the end of the day, if I didn't get anything out of this internship, at least I was doing it for her. Going into this role, I had a goal to position myself as a strong candidate for a graduate role specializing in business management within a professional service firm, more specifically within the events management industry, through developing my leadership skills and innovative abilities, as well as my professional confidence. In order to achieve this goal, I set myself 5 objectives. Number 1 being to develop my leadership capabilities. Number 2, to successfully plan and coordinate their calendar launch event. To develop my professional identity by proactively demonstrating professional confidence, and to improve my innovative skills through developing my creative and technological abilities, and finally to improve my managerial capabilities through planning and coordinating smaller events. The 3 quality assurance goals that I had set out to improve were professional communication, teamwork and self, and finally knowledge and technological skills. I believe that these 3 quality assurance goals are the most relevant to my role as events management intern, as I was responsible for professional communication to create professional relationships with vendors, working closely with the team to make sure that everything ran smoothly, and obviously developing the knowledge and technological skills so that I could perform my role as the events management intern. Through explaining my 3 major events, I will explain how I applied these quality assurance goals throughout. My internship took place at 2 settings: at the Nunda Business Hub, where me and the other interns would meet every Wednesday, and majorly at home at my at-home office. I would be lying in saying that I didn't find it difficult to maintain concentration while working at home at my at-home office, as it is not something that I had yet had to adapt to, as I had been in the hospitality industry in the past, and instead of adapting our work, we got laid off instead. Alrighty, so let's dive into major event number 1. So, major event number 1 is the National Calendar Launch event, and essentially this is what the interns had been working towards all semester. The National Calendar Launch event took the form of a pop-up art gallery situated in Fortitude Valley from the 8th to the 10th of October. As the events management intern, I was largely responsible for just about everything to do with setting up and making sure that the event ran smoothly. Some of my responsibilities included organising and finalising the lease agreement, organising security for the opening night, organising cake for the opening night, recruiting both TAFE and So Brave volunteers for the whole weekend, creating a roster, creating an in-person and online guest list, creating a marketing campaign using Canva, creating a budget for the event, running errands, creating a weekend run sheet and MC notes, designing and pricing the merchandise, applying for COVID safe scans, and most importantly, devising plans to ensure that the event was COVID safe and in alignment with COVID restrictions. The second major event, and possibly the most exciting, was my involvement in planning collaborations with Sticky Lollies and K West Studios. Sticky Lollies is a traditional hard candy lolly shop located in Sydney. In fact, you may have seen them on TikTok. They have a large online presence, and So Brave was lucky enough to collaborate with them in the month of October to raise awareness for breast cancer through a live stream. The next collaboration, which I was lucky enough to plan, was our collaboration with K West Studios, a local art gallery in Camp Hill. At K West Studios, we planned events such as Women Wellness Wednesday, where we had guest speaker Heidi Peverill come along, who is an ochnoplastic and breast surgeon here in Brisbane. Major event number 3 is my involvement in the Bridge to Brisbane. On the calendar event opening night, I also decided to put out there that I would be running the Bridge to Brisbane on behalf of So Brave. So far, I have raised $750 out of my target of $1,000. I decided to do this during the month of October, not only to raise awareness for So Brave, but to also raise awareness to young women about the importance of getting checked for breast cancer. Now let's dive into the 3 key messages that I would like you to take away from this digital story. Now, although my internship was a lot of fun, I'd be lying in saying that there wasn't moments where I felt overwhelmed and stressed out by the workload. However, resilience and perseverance are 2 key characteristics of mine which I pride myself on. So just remember, when the going gets tough, you're tougher. Now, my next key message is that new experience equals new perspectives. Although at times you might have no idea what you're doing and your head might be all over the place, just remember these fresh perspectives help in problem solving, decision making, and productivity. Undoubtedly, adapting and overcoming is one of the biggest things that I learned from this experience. Now, the last thing to remember is at the end of the day, you're doing this internship for yourself. So even if you're not happy in your internship, I think it is important to try your best so at the end of it, you can look back and be proud of what you have done. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed my digital story.